Okay, guys. I'm re-recording this because I didn't really do a good job explaining my words. But we're gonna be playing um, into the future a little bit more. Gonna finish out these treasures, maybe grind a little bit more. Um, but yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you have seen my first video, welcome, I guess, again, because that video came out like a week ago. But basically, I want to talk today about like how interesting it's been for me with flirting with girls specifically. Um, and I think a big thing for me is that I end up being too friendly, and I can't really break that friendly barrier. Um, like I've had some incidents in the past where um, a lady friend of mine has like tried flirting and I wasn't really about it, but I probably would have been if we weren't friends before, kind of thing. And that's basically my main point that I'm trying to make, though, is I mean, first of all, I think it's a good thing that um, that I'm not, I don't have those intentions with like my lady friends. Um, and it was definitely something that I had thought about a lot because I had one of my lady friends ask me like, "Oh, like have you never like been attracted to any of the girls that you're friends with now?" And it kind of made me think a little bit because in a sense yes, and in a sense no. Um, I think that attractiveness definitely plays a big role in who you make friends with. Um, but I don't know. I mean, like, I'm homies with like some chopped people. Um, but like, it's not, I don't know. I think that like, the appearance is definitely the first thing you see. And maybe to some people, especially when you're in college, in like freshman year, everybody's just horny as fuck. Um, it's very easy to make friends if you are attractive, kind of thing. And I've seen that with a lot of people as I've come into college. Um, and maybe it's just a coincidence that most people who have a lot of friends are really attractive. Maybe not. Also, I'm not saying that that's the case for everybody, um, but it's generally the case. And anyways, the point that I'm trying to make though is I've been fumbling like crazy recently. I would say maybe this past year, it's been pretty bad. Um, there's a lot of like very stunning ladies that I have just fumbled so hard. Um, and I thought I'd tell a few stories because it's kind of funny and kind of just talk about, why that might be. But um, I'll go with the most recent to, back in time, I guess. Most recent case was this very this very pretty lady that I met out in San Francisco at one of the bars. And basically, long story short, we went to we met at this like super chill bar where we were all just chatting, and there wasn't really much chemistry, and so I was like damn, she's stunning, but like I'm probably not gonna say anything, and it was just normal like conversation, and then we were leaving because that bar was shutting down, and we were like, yo, like this other bar's open, and they got they got like good music there, and it's like a dancing bar, and we were like, shit, like maybe we'll go, and we ended up pulling up to that, and pretty much we get there and we were just dancing and stuff. And me and her were dancing. And I go up to one of my friends afterwards, who I had come down to visit. And I was like, dude, like that girl is stunning. Like she's so beautiful. And she was like, really? Like she was saying that she likes you. And I was like, what? And this is another problem that I have, I guess, is one of my friends that I go out to the bars with a lot. Um, People have come up to me and have said verbatim, wow, dude, you and your wife make such a great couple. This is a completely platonic friendship that I have, by the way. I don't know. I don't know why, but people have just thought that, and it's kind of crazy. And for that reason, I call her a cock block because it is just like kind of crazy. Anyways, that same girl, apparently she had asked my friend if me and her were together because apparently it looked like that, and and my friend, obviously was like no, and she was like, oh, like he's kind of cute. And basically we were like dancing a little bit. I ended up like not making any moves even after hearing this fact, because I was a little sauced. And we get outside afterwards, like after the club ends. We were still like dancing here and there, but she was like, oh, like I'll get your Instagram from like one of your friends and whatnot. And she was like, yeah, anytime you're up in SF, like hit me up. And I was just like shit, like what? And she was like, yeah, like regardless of like if you're coming up to visit your friends or not, like hit me up. And I was like I didn't I was in shock because this lady is so beautiful. Like it's insane. Um and I didn't hit her up. I did not. So yeah, I don't know why that happened. I think a big thing for me is like self confidence, and I tend to look at the very pessimistic side of things. Like, oh, she lives all around SF. Like, I don't know if I want to, you know, have to like make this trip all the time and like whatnot. But it just seems like very unrealistic to me. And I've also had that excuse a lot, just like in college as well, where it's like, oh, like I'm in college, like I don't think I can manage like having like a girlfriend and like doing college work and whatnot. And I feel like for the most part, it's been a pretty good thing, just being out of a relationship in college. But I still yearn, I still yearn. Um, and I tend to not do anything about it. Anyways, another story. Um, who was this? Oh, at a party. I'm chilling at a party. This one I feel like I have a pretty good excuse for because basically, um, I met this girl at this party and we just immediately started hitting it off. And, um, we're chatting and stuff, and then she pulls out a little joint, and I'm like, yo. And she's like, yo, you trying to smoke? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like, I'm down. And my tolerance is super low by this point, and we're chatting it up. We're about like halfway through the joint by this point, and I'm just like, oh no, I can't have a conversation with someone right now. I need to find my friend, and I start like low key freaking out. I was playing it cool while I was talking with her, but basically I ended up finding my friend, and I was like, yo, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom, like whatnot. Like, I ended up going with him, and I was like, bro, like what the fuck was going on? Like what was just happening right now? And he was like, bro, like you gotta get her Instagram, bro. Like what's going on, man? And um, I ended up like staying with my friend for a little bit longer, and then we ended up dipping. And as I was leaving, I see her, and I'm like, yo, like, can I get your Instagram? And she's like, of course, like, you seem like really cool. And she was like, I'm gonna be in town like this day, this day, this day. Another person who is not from Santa Cruz, just visiting, I guess. Um, I don't know. Maybe I just have a track record of only attracting people from like outside of Santa Cruz. but did not text her. Probably won't ever. Kind of, yeah. That's basically the case. That's basically the scenario. Anyways, I think the big thing though is, um, I mean, first big thing is just like self confidence. And I've heard a lot too where it's like, oh, you need to fake it till you make it kind of thing. And how that's a big thing with self confidence is if you can, act like the person that you want to be, eventually you will kind of just become that person. Um, and usually this person that you're trying to be is somebody who is a better person. Um, and I agree with that, but a big thing for me too, and this is kind of where I'm in like a situation, is I really don't want to be like weird around girls kind of thing. And I feel like with this fake it till you make it kind of thing, it's super easy to just say something weird and then it's like, oh, like this guy's weird. I kind of want to leave. And that's just that's just my biggest fear, and I really hope that never happens. But I guess it kind of has to happen. I kind of gotta like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That's where I'm like also doing this YouTube channel to kind of bring up my self confidence. I think that this channel has been pretty nice with that, and helping that. But yeah, I don't know. That's basically like my 2 cents. I think we're gonna do this last level here, and then I'll wrap things up. But basically, if I mean, thank you for watching the whole video. If you're just here for the yap sesh, that's dope. Um, I love Battle Cats, so most Yap sessions are probably going to be with Battle Cats. Might have like maybe Balloons or Balatro. Speaking of which, I had actually met somebody, um, yesterday. Yesterday, and this guy, he knew Balatro, Battle Cats, and Balloons. I was like, what? I was playing Balatro in class, and he was just like, apparently I was playing a little bit of Battle Cats before I was playing Balatro, and he had seen my Steam page and there was Balloons in there, and at the end of class he goes up to me, he goes, yo, you should have played Balloons, bro. And I was like, yo, like what's up? And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, really, like, you play Balloons? And I was like, you play Balloons? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I saw you were playing Battle Cats as well. I was like, this is crazy ball knowledge. Like, I don't think I've ever met anybody who has played the triple B threat. Like, that is just insane to me. Anyways, I need to make friends with that guy. He seems cool as fuck. Um, but yeah, we'll have more videos along the way. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Hopefully the video didn't get corrupted. I'm really praying, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.